Let me ask you something real. If just 1 hour a day could completely change your life, would you take it? Most people wouldn't, not because they can't, but because they don't believe it's possible. They've been fed the lie that success demands miracles, luck, or non-stop hustle. But the truth is far simpler and far more powerful. It's not about working all day, every day. It's about one focused hour. One intentional decision. One commitment to yourself that you make and keep every single day. That's the essence of real mindset motivation. It's not about chasing quick highs or waiting for the perfect moment to act. It's about showing up daily with purpose, with clarity, with fire. 1 hour of true focus can do what months of random effort never could. 1 hour of growth, 1 hour of building. 1 hour of investing in the person you're becoming. Today, I'm going to show you how claiming that single hour, guarding it, using it wisely, stacking it day after day, can transform your future faster and deeper than you ever imagined. Because success isn't about luck, it's about intention, multiplied by discipline. If you're ready to stop wishing and start building, stay with me. And before we dive in, comment below right now. What's one thing you would change in your life if you could reclaim just 1 hour a day? Let's make today the day everything shifts. The hidden power of 1 hour. Success isn't found in chaos. It's crafted in quiet, intentional moments that most people are too distracted to claim. 1 hour, just one focused, guarded hour a day, is enough to change everything. But only if you treat it like the treasure it truly is. Most people waste their mornings by scrolling, reacting, comparing. They wake up and immediately surrender their energy to the world. They let notifications, headlines, and other people's priorities hijack their focus before they've even asked themselves the most important question. What life am I building today? Real mindset. Motivation doesn't start with hype. It starts with ownership. It starts with recognizing that your time is your power and that how you spend your first hour determines whether you live reactively or intentionally. When you own the first hour, you own the momentum of your entire day. You program your mind with gratitude, focus, strength instead of stress, distraction and noise. You turn your dreams from something distant into something active, something tangible. Imagine stacking 365 intentional hours in a year. That's not a fantasy. It's a blueprint for transformation. 1 hour today may seem small. It may even feel invisible. But success is invisible at first. Quiet wins build loud results. Quiet hours build unstoppable lives. Every hour you invest in yourself is a brick laid in the foundation of the future you say you want. So I ask you, will you keep giving away your most powerful moments, or will you finally take them back? Comment below and share. What will you dedicate your first hour to starting tomorrow? Your future isn't built in one grand leap. It's built one mindset, one choice, 1 hour at a time. Take back your first hour, own your morning. Your first hour is not just another part of your day. It's the foundation everything else stands on. If you surrender it, if you start your morning reacting to messages, checking notifications, absorbing the chaos of the world you've already lost. Not because you didn't work hard enough, but because you gave away the steering wheel before you even left the driveway. The winners in life don't just work harder, they own their mornings. They understand that the first hour is when their mind is sharpest, their spirit is quietest, and their focus is most powerful. True mindset motivation means refusing to let the world dictate your energy. It means choosing to design your day before the world designs it for you. Instead of starting with stress, you start with structure. Instead of feeding on noise, you feed your purpose. You move your body to wake up your power. You read a few pages to sharpen your mind. You plan your priorities instead of reacting to emergencies. In just one intentional hour, you build momentum that can carry you through even the hardest days. I'm not asking you to wake up at 4 a.m. unless you want to. I'm asking you to decide that your future deserves better than snooze buttons and mindless scrolling, that your dreams deserve a stronger start. Because if you can win the first hour, you can win the day. And if you can win enough days, you can win the life you once thought was out of reach. This isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. Even if you start messy, even if some mornings feel slow or awkward, the habit you are building matters more than the feeling you start with. Momentum is your real goal. Ownership is your real prize. So now I ask you, what is the first thing you will do tomorrow morning before you touch your phone? Comment below and claim it, because your future isn't waiting for you to feel ready, it's waiting for you to rise. Guard your hour. Build unbreakable discipline. Taking back your first hour is a powerful beginning, but claiming it once is not enough. You must protect it. Defend it like it's sacred, because it is. The world won't respect your boundaries unless you do. Every day the distractions will come. A text here, a notification there, a quick favor, a little scroll. And before you know it, the hour that could have been your foundation becomes another piece of your life given away to noise. You have to understand something at the core of real mindset motivation. Discipline isn't built when things are easy. Discipline is forged when temptation calls your name and you still say no. When comfort invites you to quit and you stay standing. Every time you guard your hour fiercely, unapologetically, you are building the muscle that will protect your future. The truth is brutal but freeing. If you don't guard your hour, someone else will steal it. Not because they're evil, but because the world is full of people with their own priorities, their own emergencies, their own distractions. If you let everyone else's urgency define your focus, you will live reactive, scattered, exhausted, and you will wonder why nothing changes. Guarding your hour means setting clear rules and keeping them without negotiation. No checking your phone, no answering emails, no mindless scrolling, no conversations that can wait. You are not being selfish, you are being strategic, because the strongest lives are not built by accident. They are built by people who had the courage to prioritize their purpose over their comfort. Yes, it will feel uncomfortable at first. Saying no will feel harsh. Ignoring the buzzing phone will feel strange, but over time, it becomes a shield. It becomes a declaration. This hour is mine. This dream is mine. This life is mine to build. And the world begins to adjust. People start to respect the boundaries you fiercely defend. Most importantly, you begin to respect yourself at a whole new level. Here's the deeper truth: guarding your hour isn't just about protecting time. It's about protecting your identity. It's about proving to yourself every single day that your goals are real, that your vision matters, and that you are willing to fight for it even when it's hard, even when it's lonely, even when no one else is watching. So here's your challenge. What will you eliminate tomorrow morning to protect your hour? Comment below and make it real. Because the life you want isn't protected by good intentions. It's protected by unbreakable discipline. Built one fiercely guarded hour at a time. Action over knowledge. Learn. Apply, reflect. Knowledge is powerful, but knowledge alone doesn't change your life. Action does. The world is full of smart people trapped in the same problems year after year because they mistake knowing for growing. They read the books, they attend the seminars, they collect the information, but when it comes time to move to step into the arena, they freeze. They wait to feel ready. They wait for perfect conditions. They wait for permission. But growth doesn't wait. Growth rewards the doers, the movers, the ones who dare to apply what they've learned even before they feel prepared. Real mindset motivation is not about learning more. It's about doing more with what you already know. 1 hour of focused action will move your life further than 10 hours of passive consumption. You don't have to master everything today. You don't have to get it right the first time. You simply have to take what you learn and put it into motion. Build something messy. Speak, even if your voice shakes. Create, even if it's not perfect. Every act of application sharpens your skill, strengthens your confidence, and pushes you closer to the life you want. Every day during your protected hour, commit to applying something new. If you're reading a book, write down one idea and immediately act on it. If you're learning a new skill, practice it hands-on. If you're developing a goal, take one real step toward it. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Because action turns dreams into plans and plans into reality. But don't stop at action. True growth requires reflection. At the end of your hour, take 5 minutes to ask yourself, what did I try? What worked? What can I improve tomorrow? This simple habit act, reflect, adjust, will accelerate your progress faster than anything else. It will keep you from spinning in circles, from mistaking busyness for growth. It will turn your days from random into intentional, from scattered into strategic. Most people don't reflect because reflection forces honesty. It shines a light on what's working and what's not. But this honesty is where your breakthroughs are born. Every small adjustment, every tiny refinement compounds over time into massive shifts. Excellence isn't about giant leaps. It's about daily course corrections that keep you aligned with your highest vision. So now I ask you, what is one action you will take today based on what you've learned recently? Comment below and declare it. Don't just consume this message, move on it. Build momentum, build muscle. Build a life where knowledge is not your ceiling, but your launch pad. Because in the end, it's not what you know that will define your future. It's what you do with what you know. Stack your hours. Stack your future. Success is never the result of one massive action. It's the product of stacking small, consistent hours over time. Hours when no one is watching, no one is clapping, and no one is handing out trophies. Each hour you dedicate to growth, discipline, and action may feel insignificant in the moment. But when you stack enough of them together, they form the life you once thought was impossible. This is how real success is built. Quietly, persistently, one focused hour at a time. Most people underestimate the power of an hour because the results aren't immediate. They want instant proof, instant reward. But growth doesn't show up with fireworks. It shows up in subtle shifts, in sharper thinking, in stronger habits, in clearer confidence. Stack enough focused hours, and you wake up one day to a completely different reality, wondering how you ever lived any other way. Here's the math. 1 hour a day becomes 7 hours a week. 7 hours a week becomes 30 hours a month. 30 hours a month becomes 365 hours a year. That's more than 9 full-time work weeks invested into yourself. And that's not just progress. That's transformation. But it only happens if you protect the hour, if you apply what you learn, and if you stack it relentlessly without excuse. Momentum is not built in a day. It's built when you show up daily, when you honor your hour, even when you're tired, even when you're busy, even when you don't feel like it. Every hour you stack is a vote for the future you are building and a vote against the old version of yourself you're leaving behind. So now the real question, will you start stacking your future today? Comment below and tell me, what will your next focused hour be dedicated to? Because your dream life isn't somewhere far away. It's hiding inside the quiet, powerful hours you choose to stack. Starting now. The journey to transformation doesn't require giant leaps. It requires consistent, focused steps. 1 hour at a time. You don't need more time. You don't need a perfect moment. You only need the courage to claim 1 hour each day and dedicate it to building the life you say you want. That's where real change happens. Not in random bursts of inspiration, but in the quiet discipline of daily action. Mindset motivation isn't about feeling good for a few minutes. It's about building the mental toughness to show up when no one is watching. It's about turning commitment into a lifestyle and focus into a habit. Every time you protect your hour, every time you act instead of just learn, every time you reflect and adjust, you are stacking a future. Few people will ever experience because few are willing to fight for it. Now it's your turn to step forward. Start small. Start imperfect. Just start. Choose your hour. Guard it fiercely. Use it intentionally. Stack it daily, and watch how a single decision can compound into a destiny. Comment below. Right now, what is the one action you will dedicate your next hour to? And if you found value in this message, Make sure to subscribe, because here we don't chase hype. We build greatness with unstoppable mindset. Motivation,